right, all the ladies, if you're single, you're supposed to be standing. Give me a second. Let me close up some of these. You're supposed to be standing up right where you're at. You're supposed to be standing. Okay. Well, shout out to y'all. Welcome to another episode. You may be seated. For the woman that is standing up, you may be seated where you're at. This has been an incredible time. I went to church today online. It was a beautiful church service. Prada was watching the church service, and I was getting my life. And so after church service, after me watching the church service, I went and took me a nap. Went and took me a nap. Now, I want to talk about some B sector stuff, if y'all don't mind. Y'all excuse me, with this whole situation with Castro and with his ex, Tommy Caldwell, he was arrested on yesterday. Now, a video came out that he got hit in the temple with a rod. So I'm up here hitting up Castro, and the blood was just oozing out of his head, down the shirt, on his stomach. He didn't have on a shirt. It was oozing all over his body. I'm hitting up Castro and telling Castro, go to the hospital, get a CAT scan. You don't need to be doing no interviews until you cleared by your doctor. This man decided to go to, not to the doctor, he decided to go to a neighbor for them to sew up his head. I said, why would you go to a neighbor when you got hit in your temple, blood is oozing? That ain't no time for no neighbor sewing. That's a time you to go to the professionals so you can get a CAT scan so they can see if there's any internal bleeding, brain damage, etc. So when I watched him and I saw the blood oozing in the B sector, everybody was blaming Jay Wilson, saying that Jay Wilson should have stopped it. Jay Wilson is to blame. Jay Wilson got a coin. Jay Wilson this, Jay Wilson that. And I'm like, why are we blaming Jay Wilson when it was Tommy that drove up to Castro's house, got out his car with a weapon, and hit Castro in the head? Jay Wilson wasn't on the scene. Jay Wilson wasn't in the car. Jay Wilson was at a party when Tommy decided to get a country ride, like you changed a tire, and hit Castro in his temple. So why are we blaming Jay Wilson? People say, well, Wiley, he would do videos, it was about to happen. So what? He could have done 50,000 videos. He could have done 50,000 videos and interviewing Castro and Tommy. He's still not to blame of Castro getting mollywopped in the temple of his head. Why are we blaming Jay Wilson? Then they say, well, Jay Wilson is victim blaming. Well, Castro came out, was laughing. It wasn't a big deal. This is the B sector. So in the B sector, if you see something, you make a joke out of it. Once we find out you all right, we make jokes. So I go to Timothy Bland. He so upset at Jay Wilson And I'm like, Timothy Blair, why are we so upset at Jay Wilson? Be upset at Tommy. Tommy committed the crime. I need 2 people to type in the chat, Tommy committed the crime. Tommy committed the crime. Tommy got a mugshot, and on his mugshot, he's smiling on his mugshot. Tommy committed the crime. So why are we blaming Jay Wilson? I believe it is unethical. It is foolish to blame Jay Wilson for something that Tommy did. Even when they said, well, then they tried to blame the victim. Well, Castro told him to show up. I don't care if a person tell you to show up in there. You cannot commit a crime. So in the charge here, he was charged with domestic battery, 3rd degree. His bond is $0.00. We don't have no update on his bond. We will keep you updated on if something else updated on there. But when I saw people blaming Jay Wilson, I'm like, now wait a minute. Why are we blaming Pastor? Just because he do a video? Just because he get a click and a view? We should be blaming Jay Wilson. The blame is on Tommy. Then Jay Dunn said that nobody had her back when somebody threw a lamp at her. Now, I didn't even know that happened. But Jay Dunn, somebody almost threw a lamp at you. It didn't make impact. So it's not the same, follow me. It's not the same when it comes to Castro getting hit in his temple and blood oozing out. Yet you had to duck when somebody tried to throw a lamp at you. But it didn't make the impact. Blood wasn't oozing out of your temple. So there is no comparison. It was a oozing, and it was oozing out his temple. And he already talks with a stutter. He was stuttering on me, and a couple of days later, he get hit in his temple, and blood was oozing out of him. And I'm mad at my own business, and I'm getting bombarded with messages. I'm getting bombarded with messages from my people telling me, Wally, did you see this? Did you see that? I'm like, oh my gosh. Did he really get hit in his temple and the blood was just oozing? I'm sorry, I posted my wish list. So while y'all in here, make sure y'all get the stuff off the wish list. And shout out to the people that did give me some off the wish list. God bless you. I was able to get some chargers, a portable charger. I added on a little commercial break. I added on there some scrubs, some nurse scrubs, a Listerine, body wash, some Gain detergent, and Tina Knowles' new book. I want the hard copy because I want to meet her one day and for her to sign it. So make sure y'all go get the rest of the stuff off the wish list. I did get today the charger and the portable charger. So when I'm on the road, I don't have to worry about my phone, that I can actually be around interviewing people. But I want to say this, when y'all in here, domestic violence is ugly. And this is the reason why I'm not going to say that we will never see Tommy again, because we will see Tommy again. I believe Castro is so twisted in his head trying to become YouTube famous and willing to get a bloody concussion for it. He get all this attention and he don't know this is serious. You could have lost your life. You still can lose your life off of that one impact. Because if you have a brain injury, that can show up days, weeks, months later. So my only hope in this is that we encourage Castro to work with the prosecutors to testify and tell them what happened to you in open court. But getting mad at Jay Wilson for bringing them on, I would have brought them on my show. They great entertainment. You got one man out there that's stuck. You got another man out there that's a dusty trade. And Castro love him. The dude got a car and everything else. Now, when it came to Castro, when it came to Tommy, one of my team members reached out to Tommy Caldwell Sr. He's a pastor. So the pastor said he's going to have an emergency meeting with the church. But my thing is pray for your son. Counsel your son. Ask for prayers because it is dangerous to think that it's okay to pull out a weapon and hit somebody in the temple and blood oozing out of their forehead. Pray to your son stop being violent. And it's nothing that the dad can do, but he can pray because he's a man of God. He's a pastor. I ain't gonna put out his church, but he's a whole pastor. Thank you, Victoria, for the super chat. Thank you, Victoria, for doing that. Thank you, Victoria, for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah. And when I saw, I said, immerse me with the church. Just go to God and pray. Just pray. Your son needs much prayer. Much prayer. You can't go around hitting somebody in the temple, in their head. You can't be doing that. I'm just keeping it real. You can't be doing that. If anybody dealing with that situation, get the authorities involved. Don't try to bring that person back because if a person hits you one time, they're going to do it again and again and again. My cousin, Jonathan Flakes, he's a friend. I call him my cousin, but we've been knowing each other for years, since I was 20 years old. His sister was in a domestic violence relationship. The man beat her to death. And now those children are orphans. That was in a relationship that she was in. Many people tried to get her out of it, but she stayed. And she lost her life. And it brought so much trauma and depression to Jonathan that he got hooked on them drugs. Hooked. I'm talking about hooked. He was on a party drug to get peen and got hooked on that crystal meth. It started disrupting his mind. He started stealing, stopped bathing, funky, musty. He stole my laptop and I told him to bring it back. He brought it back too. I had to kick him out. Couldn't be around him. This is somebody that opened their home to me when I left my grandmother's house when I was about 20 years old. I wasn't even 21 yet. Thank you, Snoop 7, for the super chat and praying for continued growth, healing for you, Wiley. Thank you for doing that. Thank you, Snoop 7, for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Y'all are super chat today. Thank you. We sure need it. We need your blessings. We need your cash apps. We need your super chats. We need your going to the wish list. We need it all. We need it all. So I was minding my own business. And y'all too. I'm gonna do 2 stories. I'm gonna do 2 stories, and then we're gonna get into Storm Monroe. Y'all don't mind. I'm gonna do 2 stories, and then we're gonna get into Storm Monroe, if y'all don't mind. I really want to say this about Billy Porter, if y'all don't mind. But Billy Porter, listen to this, posted his new boyfriend. Now, mind you, Billy Porter is old, up in age, and posted a white Mexican, attractive, with a body. And I'm like, Billy Porter, you should be ashamed of yourself. Still spending money on peen. You too old to be doing that and desperate. I told you, Billy Porter, date somebody black. Thank you to the new member. Date somebody black. Get back to being black. You've been messing up with them white folks and they've been tearing your hand part up. You love over there riding white peen. You look a hot mess over there with Gayle King. You look pathetic. And you over there with a white man, another white man, younger, knowing that your inside part can't handle all them inches. Because we know you're not a top. And I'm going to say this, I love Cam K. He's a huge Nicki fan. And I love his Instagram. I almost was tempted to backslide on his Instagram. I had to get up out of Instagram because you go to Cam K Instagram, you're almost going to backslide. But Nicki Minaj, and we love Nicki over here. I love her. And I'm going to have to do a little voice note for her. Nicki Minaj, Lord have mercy. Y'all need to be praying. Are y'all praying for Nicki? She's now alleging that Roc Nation purchased Stationhead. She said, Stationhead dead, delete your accounts, never use it again. Make sure you unsubscribe, make sure you're not paying a monthly subscription. She's now alleging that Roc Nation owns Stationhead. So I go to Chat GPT and just type in there, Roc Nation. Give me a second. Roc Nation owns Stationhead. I asked ChatGPT and they said you asked what Roc Nation owns Stationhead, and the short answer is no. They do not own it. Now, Roc Nation is mentioned as one of Stationhead partners, specifically through Roc Nation distribution arm, but there's no evidence indicating ownership or control by Roc Nation. Say amen and say ouch. Say amen and say ouch. But She may think, oh, because they're with the distribution side, I ain't dealing with it no more. Don't go over there. But she probably saying own to get everybody to say, oh, or they own the app instead of saying, well, they own the distribution side. It's just simple to just say they own it. Regardless of what Nicki Minaj dealt with Roc Nation, Nicki Minaj have to understand that she's battling with a lot of karma. It's how the Lil' Kim situation happened. She have to understand that she didn't handle that situation correctly, and the universe coming back and clapping back on her like that. And she's trying to fight it and say, it ain't me, it's Roc Nation. It's not me, it's the Grammys. It's not me, it's the industry. Or it's not me, it's the media. But when she was at the height of her career, I'm talking about popping fish, popping grease hot, she didn't give that same grace to Lil' Kim. She did. She didn't give that same grace to Lil' Kim. And it's biting her in the behind. I'm just saying, it's biting her in the behind. It's biting her in the behind. And speaking about Nicki, oh, Lord have mercy. If y'all come through the chat, y'all, show some love. Thumbs up, thumbs up. How we doing with the thumbs up, moderators? We should have at least 100 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. I won't be encouraged y'all to hit the thumbs up button. I'll be so much in these stories, but hit that thumbs up button. So now with Nicki Minaj, now this is good for Nicki because Nicki will love this. But Daz Perez said on some S word at Nicki Minaj, I really don't like the misunderstanding we had between each other. I apologize for bringing up your husband's past. It's a shame. Only negative things make headlines between two Black people who have much influence on our community. I'm at war every day with myself to better myself and my kids and the kids who are watching me. And the last thing I want to do is argue over stupid ass. I pray for only peace and positivity your way. You said what you said. You don't need to apologize. That just make you look weak. Beta, man, beta, weak. That make you look weak. You apologizing. That make you look weak. What you apologize for? You said all that. Then you want to apologize. Just keep that same energy. Just keep that same energy. He realized she have a problem. That's what he said. Candace Owens said the French president was an absolute idiot and shows that his wife, large hands, and bets Piers Morgan $300,000 that Bridget is a man. She's still saying that the president of France's wife is a man. It's like when you're on a sinking ship, you still saying outlandish lies. See, she wanted Trump to help her. Then she wanted JD Vance, and then now she up there somehow she wanted to bet Piers Morgan. You need to say that 300,000 because you're going. This is flat out defamation. Flat out defamation. Saying that the president of France's wife is a man. That's flat out defamation. And the people gonna turn against it. Like they might not never turn against her base, might still watch her, her stuff, and she may get as much money. But when she gets sued for millions, when she had to pay all that money and file bankruptcy and do what Tasha K had to do, come on now. You don't know. Come on now. All that type of crazy stuff. Get yourself together. Sky Jackson, baby father, drags her BMF appearance. I love Sky Jackson. And well, not wait a minute. I don't really know too much of Sky Jackson. When she was on Disney, see, when she was coming up in the Disney world, I was already phased out of Disney. I wasn't watching Disney. I was watching, other mature programming. I wasn't watching kid programming. So, I mean, I wasn't really watching it. I'm just being real. I wasn't. But her ex was dragging her appearance. Her baby daddy was. And then I look at the baby daddy. I'm like, really? She getting a check. She getting a check. And she making money. She still look like a little girl to me. Like, I thought the girl was 12 years old. I'm like, what you doing on this show? Anyway, they dragging it. And I'm like, she got terrible taste in men. Once she dating the Beyonce Solange son. Once she dating Solange's son, did he like screw her? I'm just saying, did Solange's son screw her? Yeah, Solange's son, did he stick it in her? Did she stick it in there? Don't worry, Storm got a cease and desist. We gonna get into Storm. We gonna get into Storm Chasers. We gonna get into it because our news over here at the Wiley Show is real. I love it. See, his name not blocking the chat like he got our name over there blocking the chat. But we gonna get to it. Just hold your horses. Hold your horses. We had a beautiful church service. Did we, Prada? It was a beautiful church service today. Just hold your horse. We gonna get to it. Don't rush me now. I said I was only gonna do 2 topics, but once I open it up, I said I just gotta dig in. Yeah, Jekyll, it's like a family reunion. It was a major service, and I got me a good sleep. Hey, baba, I got me a good rest. I slept real good. And I said, I gotta get up and do my show. And y'all give Prada a round of applause because she making sure that they keep the show going. And man, we had it was a service. And my pastor was shouting, he was praying over people, and I felt it. I said, I know my blessing. I know it's gonna come. In the next 3 months, a change gonna come. Amen. I believe it. I want y'all to make sure y'all get that nurse uniform. So when I go to these job interviews, I have on my nurse uniform. I'll tell the people I'm a nurse. Okay. I hope I'm saying that Casdall broke up with Zadarius. And Casdall, her career was doing good on BMF. But this is the thing, he talking about, oh, I guess I ain't paying for the school. Like, Casdall got some money. She never could make it as a rapper. But that's another one. Can't pick good men. Y'all want to pick these thugs. Casdall, you getting up in age, your eggs is kind of scrambled. And you got that masculine energy. And see, you want to get you a square. Do what Sierra did. See, Sierra, she dealt with the thugs and all that. But she said, listen, y'all ain't going to keep trying me down. I still got my looks. I still got my eggs. I'm going to get me a square with some money. But she broke up with her. This is what Casdall said. At this point in my life, I just need to be single. Zadarius, I'm saying his name right, a great guy, but we can't see eye to eye. With all due respect, we decided to part ways. I'm giving the internet a break also, so I'm done with y'all too right now. Then he posted something. Then she was back on the internet. So you ain't giving the internet a break. You ain't giving it a break. You ain't giving it a break. You actually embarrass yourself. You got with this man. He was screwing around. You could tell he liked punani with different women. You can tell he's not faithful. I'm just saying. With my good eye, I can see that. But those are the men that you choose. But Detroit women always have bad taste in men. Something about Detroit. I don't know. It's something about Detroit. Detroit used to be a good place, but Detroit ain't that good no more. I'm just saying. Okay. Should I get into this political story? I'm going to get into this. It will take me 2 minutes. Jasmine Crockett drags Black Republicans. She really want Black Republicans to stand up. But these Black Republicans now, because I was a Black Republican, I'm still a registered Republican. In the Republican Party, you know what to say when I say, in order to get invited, you know, you have to talk the talking points. You got to talk down to Black people, saying they need to get off food stamps, saying they stop being welfare queens. You can't be in the Republican Party as a Black person and be successful and really stand up for Black rights. For me, I do believe that there are Black Republicans, they exist, that really stand up on principle, but they're silent because they know if they really speak up, they're going to get pushed out. Even if you're a Black Republican, get elected to office, you don't really speak up about what Black folks really go through. You brush aside saying slavery is over, racism is over. It's not really no division. Black people got it together. It's okay. You know, it's just really, really crazy. That it's just like you don't see them really speaking up about, you know, how police treat Black folks, about how some of these cities don't invest in Black neighborhoods like they're supposed to. Rent is too high. Because if you do a strong economic message of what Black folks go through, that's for all people. Because if you poor and Black and poor and white, you poor. There's no difference. Your poor ain't different than my poor is poor. I'm just saying. So you definitely gotta get it together. Thumbs up in the chat. I need some more thumbs up. I need some more thumbs up in the chat. You see the food stamp video? I didn't think I seen it. Make sure you send it to me. And so I registered as a Republican because Trump said, and this is very important. Like Trump said, no tax on tips. I was like, oh my God, at that time I was working, so I'm like, okay, no tax on tips. Baby, I read the law. It's a limit on the tax, no tax on tips. So if you're a person like myself that was working, doing a lot of overtime, it's a cap on how much of no tax on tip. It's a cap. It's not unlimited. Now, when you hear the term no tax on tip, you think, oh, I'm doing 80 hours of overtime. They ain't gonna tax that. No, boo-boo. It's a cap. It's a yearly cap. You might reach that cap in the first 2 pay periods. And then they're going to tax you. It's a cap. But they didn't tell you that when he was saying that, no tax. And my Black behind, he believed no tax on tips. Oh, how I love Donald Trump. He is the sweetest. I was loud on the strip, acting up. My mother called me. She was like, and you get off that strip, acting a plump fool. Get off that strip. Why are you acting? Because they would send it all to my mom. They would send the videos all in Chicago. It was everywhere. And they said, get off that strip, acting like a plump fool. My mama got me together. She surely did, like a mother kid. Get off that strip, acting like a plump. Do you think this? She dropped this on me. This is Baba Wiley. You think Trump care about you? He don't give a blankety blank about you. Get off that strip. I was on the strip, had the Trump shirt, stomping for Trump. In that Walmart situation, I had on the Trump hat. I was really believing in that version of Wiley that Trump is the man. Now, if I was medicated in therapy, I would have stumped for Kamala Harris. I was a little bit too rough because Wiley is a male chauvinist a little bit. I got a lot of old school ways. That version of Wiley believe women should not speak too much. Women should be in the kitchen or in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Women should be silent when a man is speaking. Don't interrupt a man. I got a lot of ways that gotta get out of me. So now that I'm medicated in therapy and it's a year later, I made a mistake. I was wrong. I should have stood out and advocated for Kamala Harris. I was wrong. I do want to apologize to my family. I want to apologize to my supporters. You always encourage me to get the help. I just want to thank y'all. So I saw a comment that Couturbe made last year because a messy bitch posted 2 clips when the police came to my home in Dallas on last year. This before I even got to Vegas. And she said, just pray. So she did put that comment, and I saw that comment. I said, oh, she was requesting prayer. Look at that. I needed the help because I was out there. I went blood. So for history, I'll be known as a Trump supporter. Like at my former roommate house, nothing but I got to go to his house. We got to have or he could just bring it to me. I got nothing but Republican literature. Republican stuff. They send me, I have so much Republican stuff. It's a lot. It's maybe bags of Republican stuff. Like I'm a registered Republican. So I felt bad because I feel like a lot of these things that are happening wouldn't happen under Kamala Harris. Now, she probably would still be deporting people because President Obama deported a lot of people. So, but she would make sure that the safety net was protected, Medicaid was protected, food stamps were protected, and all of that. So, yeah, I was doing well at Dallas for a time, and then when that financial hit, I went through a tsunami. I learned from that. Now I'll be like, you cannot. One thing I've learned that you have to have multiple streams of income. It hit me so hard in Dallas, y'all. Lord have mercy. It hit me so hard. And then I just woke up. The money was gone. The money was gone. The money was gone. And I was like, what? I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't thinking clearly. Because when you're not on your meds, you're not sleeping like you're supposed to, you can't really think. Now, if I would have just sat down, I could have raised the money. I could have prayed, did like a prayer service or something. But it was meant for me to be in Vegas, and I'm here. And it was a mistake, but I look at it. I'm here now. If I didn't experience the Texas situation, I would have never took my mental health serious. Because I've always looked at, oh yeah, I got bipolar, whatever. This ain't that ain't me. I don't believe in it. I'm a Christian. But now, as a Christian, I believe in therapy. I believe in taking medicine. And I tell everybody, take it until God deliver you. I'm talking about until God deliver you. You know when God delivers you. That means you can sleep every day, you don't hear no voices, your anxiety is over. You will know when God delivers you. When he delivers you from that, then you can stop taking the medicine. When he delivers you, I said when God delivers you. I said when God do it. Because God can do it. God can do it. God can do it. But until he do it, water every day. Until he do it. because God can do it. So I'm gonna pray. I really even pray to God to even deliver me from it. I ain't really ask him. Now I can ask him. So I never really asked God to deliver me from bipolar. I never even asked him. So that's something I have to talk to the Father. But I thank God we're here. I thank God we're here. And I love the medicine. I sleep really good. And when I don't take it, I'm up. Because I have to get something to make me go to sleep because I be up. But child, I take that medicine and sometimes I can take it, then that next day it still be in my system. I just be calm. But I get up because I have to do a show. I got to eat. I only got 3 months here. I got to be, you know what I'm saying? I got to save up. I may have to move into a hotel and pay that, or, you know, but it's a God, I know God will do this in my own place. And stuff like that. I got to save up, got to go live. This is the only choice right now is go live, go live, go live. I'm just saying. Amen. Anyway, I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all in here. Make sure y'all thumbs up. That's why the thumbs up matter. And I want y'all to call in once we get into the other stuff. Y'all can drag me. I don't care. As long as you don't cuss, we don't mind. Because yesterday we had somebody call in yesterday. We had somebody call. And then sometimes God will have you go through something so you can testify to be a voice to people. So now my testimony will help so many people, and it's helping so many people. They be like, look at that. Oh, wow. He came out of jail. He's up there doing his show. He's taking his mental health serious. Oh, my gosh. Because somebody need to hear that. So many people need to hear that. Give me a second. What's the story I want to talk about? Okay, it's this one story that struck out to me that I want to talk about. And then, oh, wow, we're doing real good with the time. Right about that, Wally. A woman is supposed to be submissive to their husband. If the husband is being a good one, women are supposed to be seeing more than her. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I heard that. I didn't say that. That's what Kimberly said. That's what Kimberly said. So don't y'all come towards me. Kimberly said that. Sister Kimberly said that. I said, Sister Kimberly said that. I didn't say that. So don't you come to me and say, Legend Wiley, did you hear what Wiley said? I said, Sister Kimberly said it. I said, Sister Kimberly said it. Sister Kimberly said it. So don't come over here. He said women are supposed to be seen and not heard. And a lot of ideas I would have to change because I would get a wife that would challenge my ideas. Because there are some successful women out here, there's smart women out here. And I surround myself with smart women. Now the story don't want to upload. Look how slow the story want to upload. Come on now. Now the story that I want to get into don't want to upload. My phone is acting up, it's moving slow. But I'm gonna be patient. Let me see what y'all say in the chat. I need y'all to share this live. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Let me see if I can let me see if I can do this. Because sometimes it do. Oh, excuse me. Yo, excuse me. Let me see. Okay, I got it. So I'm waiting on it to load up. It's my phone, you guys. Their Wi-Fi is not that reliable, but we thank God for it. So the Watch 15 nurses was fired after a child suicide at a hospital. Union accuses the hospital of retaliation. Washington largest nurses union is accusing Providence Earhart Medical Center retaliated against staff following the suicide of a 12-year-old patient on hospital grounds earlier this year. The hospital recently fired 15 nurses and disciplined at least one more, allegedly assessed the patient's medical records without being directly involved in her care. But the Washington State Nurse Association said the terminations came after staff raised concerns about the child treatment and followed public criticism of the hospital psychiatric care system. First of all, in this country, people don't take mental health serious. In Illinois, they just passed a law that they're not allowing AI to give out medical advice and treatment plans for people with psych issues. And I think that's great that they protected that, because AI can get it wrong, and a computer can say, well, Wiley, take this amount of diet, take this medicine, take this dose, and that could be completely wrong. And I'm just on a tailspin because this robot misdiagnosed me. So that's a good law. But in this country, they don't really take it serious. Like, they really, really don't. And they'll let you be in there for a little while, and they'll push you back on the street. Because when I was in Texas, before I went to Vegas, I was in Texas in the mental ward, because people be trying to tell my story. I can tell my own story. And they called my mother. They said, Mama Wiley, is it okay that Marquise come home and blah, blah, blah. Now, mind you, I wasn't even staying with my mother. My mother stayed in Chicago. I stayed in Texas at the time. And they pushed me back on the street, got me an Uber, pushed me back out on the street very quickly. Because I guess they got tired of me, because I wanted double portions. I wanted yoga. I was yelling at folks. I was rebuking people behind doors. And then want to be bothered all that. I was like, no, wait a minute, you ain't gonna be, let me do all that. I was doing yoga. I double portion. I didn't want no Mexican food. I only wanted American food. I wanted my snacks. I wanted to get my snacks and everything like that. And I wanted double portions. Because when you're on that medicine, you're gonna eat. Like, my appetite increases. That's how I gained some weight, because I snack. I give me a snack and everything else like that. I want an orange chicken. I don't want no Mexican food. I said I don't eat Mexican food. That's against my identity. I'm Black. Give me some American food. Then I made one lady cry. She was saying something in the group session I didn't agree with. I rebuked her in the group session, made her cry. They shoot me up with medicine. Then I cussed. Then there was an African just burst in my room and scared me. And she stood and just stared at me and scared me. I said, I rebuked her, cussed her out, and then I followed her down the hall, cussed her out, and she said, "You are a racist. You are." I said, "I ain't no racist. You African B." I call her B. I call her African B. I said, "I'm not a racist. I'm Black." I said, "Go back to your country." Then there was another dude. He was attractive. Then I was flirting with him. Then they moved to another unit. I was in there cutting up. And then they would bring my nurse, and they knew I would allow him to shoot me up with the medicine, and I would go to sleep. Then this one I was manic. I could tell I was manic. So this manic version of Wiley, I was like, President Biden got dementia. He want ice cream. So I'm yelling in the security camera, President Biden want ice cream. He want ice cream. He want ice cream. I'm running down the hall. He want ice cream. I was giving them people the flutes. Then me and this fat dude, he was a nurse's aide, CNA, fat, unattractive. Me and him was arguing. Take your blankety blank home. You don't need to be here using up these people. So I said, don't worry about it. I can be here as long as I want to be, you fat B. And even before that, I was arguing with the staff, cussing them out. I was just arguing with the staff and everything. They had to pull me down, or I spit on the staff. They had to shoot me up with medicine. I was giving them the flutes over there in Plano, Texas. I was giving them the flutes. I was struggling. I was really, really struggling with it. With it. I didn't want to. I was just ignorant, and so I had to take the medicine. Because I could still be a little rude and stuff, but I'm a nice, cool guy when I'm on my meds and really in therapy. I'm not the same Wiley. I can still drag if I want to drag, but I'm just a different type of guy with it. But I really put them people through the roof, baby. They got me in that Uber so quick. And they called my mom. Now, mind you, I supposed to still be there. You know what I'm saying? But they called my mom and said, "Oh, ma'am," because I kept telling them I have to move out of this apartment because I didn't want them to throw all my stuff out. Because I have to move. I had made a decision I was going to move to Vegas because I couldn't afford to stay in an apartment. I didn't renew my lease because I couldn't afford it. Couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it. I said, Joe Biden's in that dining room. I want ice cream. I want ice cream. I was giving them the flutes. Now, I was minding my own business, and I went over there to Storm Monroe. Storm Monroe decided to do a live, and he said that he was served with a cease and desist by Tyler Perry Studio. So I reached out to a source at Tyler Perry Studios that watches The Wiley Show. They said, Wiley, yes, but they also said that they will sue him, and get it correct, for $3 million if he don't take the video down. They will sue him for $3 million. Storm crashing out. I'm watching Storm live, and he was like nervous, jittery, nervous. Like, oh my gosh. I'm sad. I'm like, bruh, you do lie on people. You lied on me. You brought Rico on your show and said I had something to my grandmother. You do lie. And then you shocked that you got served with a cease and desist? You shocked that you're going to get sued for $3 million and you nervous? Oh, you brought a known liar to your platform. He brought a dude up there, gonna have the audacity to tell Storm, well, he raped me and I woke up a little blood. Baby, the way how you eat Doritos, it would have been a shitty mess. You slept with that man. Y'all had a sexual, it was consensual. They paid you just to push you away, and you mad because you want some more money. And Storm Monroe, you didn't vet the story. You ran with the story. You put it in the headlines that he got raped by that dude at the Tyler Perry Studios. So you mad at Tyler Perry lawyers that they send you a cease and desist. Did you read the title of your videos? You did not one video, but two videos. You didn't read it? Then you had the audacity to bring Issa Berry. That lady is a whole weirdo. She the same chick that thought, she says, Steve Harvey is coming after me. Steve Harvey is coming after me. Steve Harvey is coming after me. Please help me. She think that Steve Harvey, because she need her medication, she's a schizophrenic. She believes she need her meds, but when she was manic, she believed that Steve Harvey was coming after her and showing up at her door. But Storm reached out to the dude, did interview. Now, when he got served with a cease and desist and a $3 million lawsuit that's coming down the pipeline, here he go. I don't believe it. See, they had a relationship. And then I asked ChatGPT, if you get raped, do you doo-doo on people? I'm like, here you go, trying to ChatGPT, but you didn't ask ChatGPT about my peen. You was concerned about me. Is he big? Is he girthy? Is it long? Is it thick? And then you nervous because you got served with a cease and desist. Then you proceeded, say it wasn't me, it was him. He said it, but he said it on your platform. That's what you're not understanding. I'm like, Storm, you're a smart dude, but you act like you're not smart. Why did they come after me? And they didn't come after people. They didn't come after this person. They didn't come after that person. They didn't come after that person. Why did they come after me? Because you was putting all them salacious, nasty clickbait titles on YouTube. And they came after you. And then you got nervous. Calling Issa Berry, and she talking about she an advocate. Advocate for what? So you let this nutcase reach out to Tyler Perry. She sent letters telling Tyler Perry that they're going to sue And my source said, we're going to sue Storm Monroe for $3 million. You letting this nut in your, like, I don't want to say that I gave you more respect if you'd have brought Armand Wiggins up there. Let him get up there with his beautiful chocolate self. Let him explain. Y'all talking about, but you bringing a nutcase, Issy Bear. I said, now look at this. She telling all your business, and he was so sad, y'all. You on that crying pillow talking to Issy Bear. That nutcase, a plain nutcase. They served me with some paperwork crying. You should have stayed with Tasha K. You come over there from Tasha K and you sad and nervous. You ain't got no backbone. But you put that out to compete with Armand Wiggins when he was getting all that clout from the Diddy stuff, and you got yourself in a $3 million lawsuit. Because according to my source, then you let Issy take over your show. She talking about all the people that she gonna sue. You ain't gonna sue nobody. You couldn't even get a good hearing with Steve Harvey. You wanted Steve Harvey to lick on your cootie cat. He refused, and she been nutty ever since. Because he put the story out. Because if you go back, now, Armand, I'm not putting you in no mess. I'm just doing me. I love Armand. That's my brother. But Armand went to New York. Follow me. Went to New York City. Woke up these streets. Woke it up. He woke up TMZ. He woke up Los Olorosa. He woke up the white lady. He was Nancy Grace. He just woke it up on TMZ. He was everywhere. He was on News Nation. He was everywhere. Storm was crumbling and struggling in the viewership. So with this story, he put it out, didn't vet it, just put it out. Didn't even really read the agreement that the person made with Tyler Perry Studios. Now you want to read it. Now you want to say they was in a relationship. They was screwing each other. They was in a relationship. Oh, this and this, and I wasn't really reading. Now you want to throw him under the bus because you got scared. Stop trying to be like Tasha K if you're not willing to take the risk it is to break stories. Stop trying to break stories when you get served with a paperwork and now you want to get nervous. Oh, I just don't understand. I was so nervous, my anxiety. I thought you said you ain't got no mental illness. Do you need to take your medication? You said you ain't got no mental illness. You said your anxiety. See, this is why you got to be careful making fun of people with mental illness because he got to talking. That brother said his anxiety, he was having an emotional attack, eating fried chicken, baby back ribs, his EBT, his Uber Eats account probably went through the roof. But you were talking about my mental health. Come back to me. Doing all that talking. Now, $3 million lawsuit coming down the pipeline against Storm Monroe. He's scared because he ain't got no $3 million. He don't even have $1 million. He decided to go through this on the show, post a story, then vet it, then send it to his non-existent legal team. He goes to a psycho advocate and she up here writing letters to Tyler Perry. This man have done so much. Now he's getting scared. I didn't see no cease and desist letter. All the lies you said about me. Not at all. Deborah said it correct. This is not YouTube 2010 must vet all stories before reporting on it in 2025. You didn't vet it. You didn't have a statement from the person from Tyler Perry Studio, the VP over there at Tyler Perry Studios. You had a one-sided story. One-sided. Then once you get served, you question the story. So you're not even standing by the story. You're worried about this person was talking about they get served. People talk about they get served. This you don't know if they got served or not. They're not going to tell you. You the one that rushed and to let us know that you got served. And you couldn't go live for weeks. You have an anxiety attack, eating fish sandwiches and baby back ribs, drowning with hot sauce. I'm just saying. I'll drop the link if somebody want to come on. I'm just so nervous that they serve me. I'm so nervous. And you want us to give you some sympathy. You want us to come out and throw out the pity party red carpet. But when I was going through my crisis, you didn't give me no sympathy. You dragged me. You get served with a piece of paper and you on the verge of having a mental breakdown. You were so distraught that you allow a psychotic, schizophrenic woman, E.C. Berry, and she just took over the show talking about she writing letters to Tyler Perry on the behalf of Storm Monroe. On the behalf of Storm Monroe. He was interviewing my roommate and ex-lover. I think Storm is weak and fragile. And he's so concerned what people say about him. Oh, if Wally would just do his content and don't talk about us. And I'm talking about you today because you're getting served with a $3 million lawsuit and you got served with a and you taking it down. You up there reaching out to bloggers. So, excuse me, my name is Storm Monroe. And I was wondering, did you get served with some papers? Because they reaching out to me and I'm so scared. Really? You could have kept that video. The people, what the people look like, I said, he weak. You didn't see Tasha K coming out here. Tasha K interviewed that man, and the interview is still up on her website. It's still up on her website. It's still up on her website. When I got out of jail, I said, Stone, you want to bring you on the show? Crickets. Because you were shocked that I got out so quickly. Crickets. At the end of the day, Storm, stop trying to be like Tasha K because you don't have the Tasha K financial backing and you're not willing to go and stand up for your story, stand up for your show. Thank you. I like the shirt. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody had gave me the shirt and I had checked in and I was like, wait a minute, I got the shirt that can fit me. Okay. Thank you for that. I think I put shirts on my wish list. Did y'all get the shirts on the wish list? Did I put some shirts on there? I put shirts on there. Okay. So y'all hit it on the wish list. Thank you. Oh, wait. Did I mess up the camera? Y'all excuse me. I got it all the way. Okay, that'd be better. I don't want to mess with it no more. It was on the first wish list, yes. And I think I put some more on there because I think somebody else wanted to give me some shirts. So I think I put it back on the wish list. Y'all let me know. Let me drop it in the chat. And I'm going to add something else on the wish list. Somebody wanted me to add something else. Let me do that now while I'm live. They want to get something for Friday. So let me do that right now. Let me do that right now. He deleted the live. I said, wow, that man deleted the live quick. He thought the other people was going to stand up on his side. Let's see. Did you take it down? No, that person said this. And I'm like, if you don't stop, Storm, for real. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can add that to the wish list. Ooh, I think I can. Let's see. Okay, I added something else to the wish list. Somebody wanted me to add. Yeah, he deleted it. He deleted it. He deleted it. And I open up the phone lines if anybody want to call in. Bear with me. I get the phone lines open up. Let me see. Phone lines. Okay. Let me do this just in case we get somebody to call in. Let me see, just in case. Let me do this. Okay, something else I want to do. Put the number on here. If you want to call, I told this not gonna be no long lazy live because we've been doing a lot of lives this weekend. If you want to call in, that is the number. You better leave it, bro. Cassell, wish list, and I agree with him. Like if you can't stand on what you said, then delete it. Most times these people send out cease and desist letters, and just as a scare tactic, because they know, oh, okay, I'm gonna say it as a scare tactic. As a scare tactic. Oh, you sent me that thing of the EBT thing where she was trying to get snacks and they say it's no longer covered. Hey, YouTube cameras, and it's no longer covered. That's why you got to check your logs. The first thing I did was like, is the snacks covered under Nevada? They haven't took it from Nevada or Illinois or New York. So if you live in one of those southern states that took away the snacks, you in bad company, which I disagree with that because I'm like, you may want to get a snack. They making it seem like people just use their food stuff just to get the bus snacks. But if you're a homeless person and you need to eat and that's all you can afford and that's all you can get in walking distance or on the bus is snacks, then you should be able to have that as well. And you should be able to use it for hot food in all states. You should be able to use it in hot food and everything else. I'm just saying. But it's okay. I'm just minding my business. You can't get juice, pop, none of that. Hey, can you hear me?
Hello. Hey Wiley, how
Hey,
you doing?
I'm doing good, Jada. How are
Thank
you
you for com-
doing?
Thank you for coming live.
I had to come
I
back
am
live, and
good. I am good.
this was a good weekend because we did a live on Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, thank you, thank you. I'm calling in just for just one piece of the segment, and that's about the Storm Monroe and the
Okay.
Tyler Perry. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm just kind of just going off of what you said and some of the information that I kind of already heard through the streets or whatever. But I am I am rooting for Tyler Perry. I hope Tyler Perry makes Storm Monroe an example because he has literally gained his viewership from spreading lies and misinformation. I never forget when he had over a million um, views or traction or engagement off of lies he spread it about you um while you were locked up. So it's like it's about time he get his karma. It's about time that he paid for the lies that he told. The apple don't fall too far from the tree because Tasha K got what she was looking for by spreading misinformation and lies. Now your son going through the same thing, and I wish Cardi B would have stood on his neck about when he was spreading lies about her, but he end up deleting it. But I feel like the stuff that he was saying about Steve Harvey, the stuff that he was saying about Tyler, when you spread misinformation and lies like that, it makes it hard and this is more so for Tyler. It makes it hard for if he did do the things that he have done, it makes it harder for real victims to come out and say this is what I experienced because everybody's mind and judgment is so cloudy from people spreading lies and misinformation and you having people on your show without fact checking what they're telling you or at least have some resources to fact check what this person is. You can't just have anybody on the show saying this and that or you making up lies about Tyler Perry just because it's a slow night. It makes it hard for real victims to come out and say anything when people are sitting online all day spreading lies. So I hope that Tyler Perry, I hope he is really being sued. And I don't care if he deletes the video or not. I hope they press the gas on him because I would feel justice was served on your part and on everybody else's part that he has spread lies about. Really your part because he really is a terrible person. He really is, and that's why ain't no growth in his quality. There's no growth in his mic. There's no growth in his viewership. There's no growth. Like, look at his background. He's been doing it. He's supposed to be one of the top creators in Black urban segment. And look how his background looks. He looked like he just starting out. Even the not background would look better than his, and quality and pictures. A lot of content creators stuff look better than his, and he's supposed to be like one of the top people. He's supposed to at least be number 2 or 3 on the list. Armand, of course, being one because his backdrops always look fabulous. Quality always look good. The sound, like, of course, and then it's your sound and your quality. We don't know what the hell you be. I don't know what type of stuff you be using, but your quality has always been good. We can always hear you. It's always crisp. It's always crispy and clear. It's never sound like you're talking in an echo room in an empty room where it's sounding like it's echo. The voice is bouncing off the walls and stuff. So yeah, I hope they do. I hope Tyler Perry do take him for everything he got. And maybe he'll learn how to start spreading true information instead of lying and spreading. He still ain't apologized to you for the stuff that he said, or at least he could have gave you 20%, 30%. Maybe he could have gave you 40% off of what he made off all the videos. So I just feel like, that karma is coming and it's getting its lick back. And that's all I got to say, Wiley.
All right. Thank you so much, Jada, for calling in.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Somebody else had called in. Let me see if I can call them back on the air. We are live, you guys. We are live.
Leave a message.
Oh, wait. Let's see. Let's call them back.
Leave a message.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to leave a message. We call them back over there, call back on the show. But it's so good when people were saying that, no, I know I'm not going to leave a message. I thought, I don't have Storm number. I don't have his number. If I had his number, I would call him. I don't have his number. I don't have his number at all. But they say he's watching. Yes. All right. Anybody else want to call in? I want to make sure to get everybody in here that want to give me a. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Okay, Wiley.
Yes.
At the beginning of your show, you mentioned something about food stamps and Medicaid, I think.
Okay.
Let's start at the Medicaid. What you said you did with Medicaid?
What you said about Medicaid? I'm sorry, so I can hear you clearly.
You said Trump did something with Medicaid. Can you explain what he did with it?
So with the Medicaid, you guys, there is a work requirement for Medicaid. You do volunteer hours or you work for or part-time job. If you do not have those, you cannot qualify for Medicaid. They're going to cut.
So what is wrong with hold on? What is wrong with that? Because you have people sitting at home doing nothing, able-bodied, and getting free health care. And he also said you have to be a legal resident or a citizen. And I agree with that because you have people leaving from different parts of the world and come here just to get heart transplant, knee replacement, hip replacement. They come here just to do things and go back to where they're from. They never contribute to the Medicaid system. They've never worked a day in their life, but they get full care and go back where they're from. Where I'm here, I worked for like 40 years, over 40 years, and I contribute to the system. And if I can't even get Medicaid because they say I make too much. But if I'm going to go to the doctor, I have to prove that I have health care. People who come from different parts don't have to prove that. And that's what he's cutting down on. And I think if you're able-bodied, you're sitting at home, doing nothing, smoking weed all day, no, you don't get free health care. You go work and contribute to it to get it. So that, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Well, for me, I feel like that these jobs, if you work part-time or if you work full-time, most of these jobs, healthcare plans suck. Because I know when I was working at a job, the healthcare plan was not the best. It was terrible. If you're healthy, then the plan is okay because you don't really need it. But all the serious stuff, a lot of huge deductions and stuff like that. So I think we need to do a better job.
No, he's not saying that. He's saying if you're getting Medicaid,
what I'm talking about,
you contribute.
If you do get a job, the healthcare plans, a lot of them healthcare plans suck. Let's just be real.
But that's not what he said. If you work, you get Medicaid. He's not talking about Wiley.
I know what he's saying. I'm telling you what he's saying.
But you're still talking about the healthcare plans at the job. He's saying you could get Medicaid, But just don't
That's
sit on your
only if
ass
you
and
work,
smoke weed all day and run up and down and don't do anything. You're still
you
talking
work
over
part
me.
time. But like they were said on the news, even if they get off the stuff, a lot of people will just go off the program and stuff like that. They will not participate on the program, anything like that. Now it is going to protect people that's disabled. They say it will protect people that's disabled, the senior citizens. But you got to recertify every 6 months. It's not once a year. So if you, say for instance, you're a senior citizen and you forget that it's twice a year instead of once a year, you can get put off your insurance. So it's very, so I believe, honestly, I believe that it's going to cause issues, and they are predicting that hospitals going to shut down, nursing homes going to shut down.
Wiley, don't believe the hype. Don't believe everything
No,
you hear on the
what I'm
news.
saying is, hospitals have already shut. A lot of hospitals have already shut down. So this is going to add more injury to the issue.
No, you know why it's shutting down? Because they charge people for stuff that's not done. They charge you $100 for using a pair of gloves. They charge you $100 for using a gauze. Those are the things he's cutting down on. And okay, disabled people and old people like me are not included. But if you're able-bodied, I don't see why you can't go get a job and contribute to the Medicaid system that you're going to get.
What if you can't find a job? So do you still should be off of Medicaid? What if you can't find a job?
Wiley, they're able-bodied. They could go do something. They just want to sit down and get it free.
You can't. What if you can't find a job? Then what? Should you not qualify for Medicaid?
No, they have the system where you let them know that you're seeking a job, and they will look into that. But just sitting down, I know people who sit down for years and get Medicaid when they could go do something. So no, it's I'm glad at the way how he's doing it. You're disabled, you good. You're old, you good. You able-bodied, don't just sit there and depend on something for free. The government is giving us a handout, you know. They don't have to do this. If you don't work and contribute to the system, they don't have to do it. They break us by doing it, so we just take it for granted that they owe us something. They don't owe us anything if you don't contribute to it. And what's the one you said about Medicaid? Not Medicaid, the other one, food stamps.
Yeah, food stamps is going to be a work requirement for food stamps as well. And some states is not allowing people to use a SNAP benefits, the food stamps, to get junk food. I'm totally against that.
Okay, let me go to that one now, because people act like they're entitled and the government supposed to take care of them. People are supposed to take care of themselves. And if I'm going to give you a handout, no, I don't want you to use it for junk. You're going to use it for nutritious food. People use food stamps for cigarettes. They go into the bodega, they cash out their food stamps for money. They do all kind of things. No, I just agree with everything that he's doing. You get your food stamps, it's not like they have to give you. Thank God it's America and they give you. But people are acting like, I'm entitled to this and I have to get it. I have to buy what I want. No, you don't. Say, thank God they're giving it to you. Some countries, some other parts of the world, you get nothing. Nothing. Everybody have to fend for themselves. Over here, you get food stamps, you get Medicaid, and we still fuss because we got to do something for it. We use too much handouts. Government don't have to take care of you, especially if you never work a day in your life. Because you have people who never work a day in their life, collecting Social Security, collecting disability, and they have never contributed to the system, never. And then they act so entitled, like, I'm supposed to get this, and they have to give me this. No, they don't. You're getting a help. You're getting a handout. So be appreciative and thank God for it, and thank God that we're living in a country that they give it to us. Other parts of the world, you get nothing. Nothing. They broke us bad here in America to just give us everything, and then we act entitled. And if they tell us, okay, you have to recertify every 6 months, what's the big deal? You get free mental health care. So you recertify every 6 months. You're getting it for free. That's not a big deal if you're getting it for free. And what I say, you have to get certain approval to get certain things done. Big deal. You're getting it for free. If you don't want to abide by the rules, then don't take free handouts, because it come at a cost. Can't abide by the rules, you go get a job and take care of your own medical, get off a food stamp, go try to buy your own food. But don't, when you're getting free handouts from the government, you have a problem because you got to recertify. We got to stop it. I agree with every single thing he does, everything.
All right.
You said, oh, if you wish you had voted for Kamala, because this and that would have changed. First thing to comment, Kamala wouldn't be running anything. They would be running rings around her. She was just there as a face. She would sit down and everybody else, or everybody from the Senate and everywhere would just be running rings around her. She would be issuing no order, nothing. And you think it is bad now? You should have seen if she had when you think it is bad, you would have been worse. Think about what you're saying.
Well, thank you so very much for calling in.
Okay.
Okay. She said what she said. The Jamaican Republican called in and let us have it. Hey, you live on the Wally Show?
I'm live on the Wally Show.
Yes.
Hey Wally, I'm one of your biggest fans. I really want to know how you feel about Storm Monroe, because I missed the beginning of it. But do you feel vindicated? Because Storm Monroe deserves everything that's happening to him. How he did you was absolutely insane, and I was pissed about it. And I'm so glad that he's finally getting his karma.
Well, I think that Storm should learn from Tasha K. Either get the Tasha K back in, or don't get in the kitchen.
And I feel like he's trying to back down. He's trying to act scared, but don't act scared now. You weren't scared when you came after the Kardashians. Now you mad that Tyler Perry is standing up to you. No, don't be scared now.
Do you think that Storm Monroe should have stayed with Tasha K?
Can you say that again? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Storm Monroe should have stayed with Tasha?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think he's able to make it on his own. I mean, just look at his material. I mean, look where he's at. It's like, Storm, you've been out forever. You should be farther than where you are. It's like his content sucks. Let's just keep it real. It sucks. There's no originality. He's always has this dark spirit behind him. I don't get it. It's not funny. It's just terrible. Terrible. It's horrible to watch. I'd rather watch Mob Radio.
All right.
That's all I have to say, Wally. Keep doing your thing and weaving for you.
Thank you. Oh man, that's something, man. So I'd rather watch my radio. Wow. Let me get them back on the air. Somebody else had called in. Y'all bear with me. Hey, you live on the Wally Show.
Hey, Wally, I'm outside, so I can't be too long, but I want to say thank you for coming
you
live.
can't leave a message because the person you called has a voicemail box.
Oh, wait, that was Icon. Oh, let me call Icon back. That was Icon. Sorry, y'all.
Hello, please state your name.
Hey, Icon, I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
Hey, no worries. Once again, thanks so much for going live.
Yeah.
You're keeping us busy. I'm glad you're focused. You're doing your thing. Also, I just want to say, I did not see the Storm show today or the other day, but I want to say this about Storm. I don't want to say it's good for Storm, but it's good for Storm. because when you were going through your stuff, he tried to play you. And I just want to say this. F with Wally and Karma's going to come back.
I agree.
But Millie did say everyone is going to get sued.
Yeah, like people out understand, like the celebrities, because of the success of Cardi B lawsuit, they're going to be throwing lawsuits, and they're going to be doing it. And so Armani even announced on his show, because he got the money to do it now, that he got liability insurance for his show.
I seen his live when he mentioned that, because he said he had a feeling that Millie probably, I'm assuming it was Millie that he was rephrasing to about might want to sue him.
Yeah, and you got Millie, she in a hot tub showing her tatas and acting like she's so up out there. I don't think she needs to be going on vacation with them donations, but that's what they do over there.
But honestly speaking, I know you're not really talking about Millie, but I think she's going to be rich at the end of this trial, in my humble opinion, because the case is not strong. So I think she's going to sue. That's why she's playing that out.
I hope so. We'll see in the trial, and I definitely would love to be in Florida just to see her. I hope Armand goes so I can live.
Yeah, of course, definitely he's going to go. Definitely.
Because if he go, the blogger's going to follow him. The blogger's going to follow him. You're going to see, what was our girl, Tisa Tell?
He'd be a damn fool if he don't go.
Yeah, because I'm like, whoa.
Because we want the inside scoop. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
We definitely want it. Mm-hmm.
But I also want to mention this, Tommy and Castro. It's a shame of those two. Like, they put the community at like a shame.
Yes, that's so true.
They put the community down. Like, what is going on? If the guy don't want you, move on. I know love is blind and it would take over your mind, but oh my God, when you think it's love, it's truly not.
I mean, that love was
and everyone is ganging up on Pastor Wilson. Everyone is ganging up on Pastor Wilson. But you know why they doing that? Because you made it known. Now everyone is talking about it because you mentioned why is no one talking about it? They was dragging Rico. You get what I'm saying? So now everyone is talking about it. I've seen people post about it, people talking about it. Even you called out the meth monster. What's his name?
Timothy Bland.
You called out Tim, Uncle Tim. You called out Five-Bay. You called out Jay Don. Jay Don made a post. Even Reed, what's her name from Baltimore? Rita. Even Rita made a post.
Ooh, Rita.
And she haven't been live in a minute.
In years.
So I love that figure. You called them out, and I'm glad that did VS talk about it?
No, VS have not made a statement. Why everyone is so
scared? Why is she scared?
She have not talked about it.
Wow. I know her health issue, but she posting that she's feeling better. So talk about it. We the people from day one, we want y'all to talk about it. This is the beef sector. This is not no scary sector. Like, come on, you guys are being cowards.
I heard that.
Yeah, but I'm checking into my hotel, but I just want to say love you guys. Hey, producers, while you keep doing your thing, it's your time to shine. Like, definitely. Thank you. No problem. I'm be in the bushes. I'm always in the bushes, though, Wally.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, thank you. I think we have one more call calling. Well, y'all is calling in today. I'm loving it. Mr. Walker Show.
Hey, Wally, it's me. My name is Tarisha. I'm from Washington, D.C., and I want to tell you how much I love you and I love your show.
Yes, thank you.
But I want to address something. I was listening to an immigrant caller talking about a lot of people that are on food stamps and welfare. I'm a mother that's on food stamps and welfare. I also have a disabled daughter, and I need the assistance. Simple fact of they don't have a lot of programs, and then they're cutting some programs for disabled people as well, on Medicaid, and for older people. So I want to remind a lot of them Africans that be doing health aid and having a lot of these nursing homes up, they on Medicaid assistance. When our programs get cut, your job get cut. When food stamps get cut, I want to remember there are a lot of people, and not just black people, but they are white people, these illegals that come here and get $1,500, $1,600 of food stamps, free Medicaid programs, all of that. Most people that Americans don't get most of those programs, but they do when they get here. Secondly, I want to also address that some people that are on Medicaid, that are on food stamps, they really need it. And all this talking about how some people unable and lazy, when they really fully start cutting off food stamps and welfare, the very people that y'all talking about going to be the very people that's going to be out here robbing. This crime rate is going to go up real bad because some people cannot afford food. A lot of people cannot afford jobs. Some people have mental health issues. When they start cutting back these Section 8 programs, this housing rate going to go up real bad. And when it goes up real bad, a lot of women going to give up their babies to the system. And then the taxpayers' money won't have to go to take care of certain kids. These 7, 8 kids that some of these women have. The system, I get it. Some people need to work. And there are some people that are body disabled that need to get up and work. But if you cannot work and you have a family member that you're taking care of, because they cutting up caregiver programs too. When you have disabled people that you have to take care of, they cutting those programs too. What is going to happen to the people that need the programs?
That's facts.
What is going to happen when they start cutting? Like, my daughter gets Social Security. She only gets $967. You know how much I get in food stamps? I get $390. $390. I live in an in-house section. They go a quarter to my rent. They can cut that program too, and I'm gonna be homeless with my disabled daughter. Let's talk about that. What happens? Yeah, what happens when these programs start getting cut? And when programs get cut, people start losing their jobs.
That's fact.
See, people don't think about. They think about. I wish we would cut this. I need this cut. Why do you need certain programs cut for certain people that really need? The system knows it's being abused. The system been abused for years. There have been plenty of people I know that's been abused in the system, and people know they're abusing the system. There are people that are foreigners that are abusing the system. They have. This is what I say. Wild enough from BC. I have plenty of foreigners that come in. They came into this country with 5 or 6 babies and getting us to $5,000 in food stamps, while somebody like me that really need it only getting almost $300. You people choose to come here to work. Nobody tells y'all to come over here. You come over here because where you come from is shit. And then you look down on people that really need jobs and really can work. They can't get them because y'all come over here and they give them to y'all before they give them to a lot of us. No. This is why I think this country is messed up. And guess what? It is going to get worse. And I want to see all those people when they cut all that stuff, they better get strapped. Because I'm telling you, the very people that's on food stamps and welfare going to be the very ones that's going to say, by any means necessary, I'm going to feed myself and my kids. And if I have to come for some of y'all that surviving working people and some of you foreigners, they are going to be the ones that's going to be getting robbed. I promise you. I promise you. And the government will do nothing about it. Nothing. So no, I did not like that comment from the phone talking about different people. I do not like a lot of them that come here because they look down on a lot of Black Americans. And not all black people are not lazy. They are Black people that work. They are Black people that are struggling. Yeah, they are Black people that are struggling just as much as some of these foreigners and immigrants. They come here and get free stuff all the time when working people can't get shit. And you can't even consider the working class anymore. You're the surviving class now. Your tax dollars can't even get most people that really work, can't even get food stamps. And somebody complaining about $300 of food stamps when food is high. Somebody help me out. Because I cannot be, because they don't have disabled daycares for children. I barely can work a job. I work a part-time job and don't even get half of the pay that I work for. So I don't need assistance. I'm still literally struggling, and I'm by myself. And her father died in a car accident. I am literally by myself as a single mother. My mother and my father is gone. And I was the only sibling. I am really, really by myself. And I don't need assistance. But then these foreigners come over here and get everything before any American, and you complaining about somebody getting $300 in food stamps.
That's true.
And hold up, one more thing. Yeah, one more thing I want to address. When they see these bitches online talking about $5,000 or $6,000 on food stamps and welfare, that's a cap. She literally have to have 8 to 9 kids to get that much food stamps and welfare. Kenneth is not giving out that much money. Food stamps, they are not giving that much out. I got a girlfriend that got 8 kids, and she gets $500 in food stamps and $800 in tandem. They're not giving out thousands of dollars like that. That's a cap. That's a cap. And I want to address that. I'm really tired of these foreigners that come over here and keep disrespecting Black Americans. Disrespect them white people. Disrespect your own people, because nobody told you to come over here. You came because your country was some shit and you couldn't make it in your country because you was a fucking coward. But Wally, I want to say I love you and shout out to your show. Another thing I also want to ask you, are you going to do recaps on gay reality TV shows?
Yes, I got to get back into it. I have missed a lot of the shows. I got to get back into it. But I definitely going to do it. Definitely going to get back into the shows. Thank you, because they was like, they had made me one of their top bloggers. They said, Wally's on the watch more of the shows. I'm like, okay, it's good that you watch. So what's your show that you watch?
I watched Chasing Reality. I watched The Circle. I've been watching The Crew. Those really been the ones I've been keeping up lately.
So you were. All right. Y'all bear with me. The Wi-Fi went out. Hold on. Bear with me. Ooh. Child, the Wi-Fi went out. Can't wait to get my own spot. Oh, Lord. Give me 1 second, you guys. The Wi-Fi had went down. And then we'll bring it back. There we go. Give me 1 second. A second. Somebody else had called in. Okay.
Hey, Wiley.
Yeah, I see you had called back.
Yes, I just wanted to call back.
Go ahead.
Maybe somebody can clear it up in the chat, or maybe I misheard because I'm drinking on these cut waters.
Uh-huh.
But I just want to kind of go back to what the last caller was saying and the caller prior to that. Despite her despite her being a Jamaican Republican, right? She ain't say nothing wrong. The key word was able-bodied. She never said disabled people should not have those benefits. She said able working body people. And like no tea, no shade, because I'm an able-bodied person and $300 and I am a parent, and $300 a month in food stamps, that is great. That is good. How much food do one person need in a household? I have a kid. Now, if you don't think $300 is a lot of money in food stamps, then maybe you just don't know how to manage money, or maybe you just don't know how to grocery shop. But $300, that's about what I pay a month in groceries, in cash, debit. No government is giving me nothing. Now, do I feel like they should take away government assistance? Absolutely not. I'm not looking down on nobody that's on government assistance. I say, hey, if you could sign up on housing, sign up on it. If you could sign up on Section 8 until you get on your feet, sign up on it. If you honestly need food stamps, sign up on it. Yes, it's a lot of working class people who are not eligible for food stamps. Yes, because we don't meet the price requirement. A lot of us ain't broke. We just don't know how to manage our money. To be honest, we just don't know how to manage our money. And that's why we always feeling like we struggling. I don't think the prior caller was talking about anybody being disabled. She was talking about people abusing the system. And yes, people been abusing the system for years, but does it make it right? No. Should that mean nobody shouldn't say the system is abused? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, it been being abused. Have I been on government assistance before? Absolutely. Yes. I was on government assistance. I was on house. I had Section 8 for 10 years before I was able to find a good job where I felt comfortable to let go of it. But while I was on the program, I worked. I worked contract jobs 6 months, and then I filed for unemployment, and I'll get another contract job. I worked. I didn't make excuses about not finding a job. You have to continue to look for a job. There's so many jobs that's hiring at home. If anybody looking for a job to work at home job, it's called Rat Race Rebellious. RatRaceRebellious.com. That's how I found my job.
You said
I've been at my job Rat Race Rebellious. I'll drop it in the group chat on Instagram. I'll drop it in there. Those are work from home jobs. That's how I got my job. I've been at my job for 8.5 years now. So I just feel like when certain people make excuses on why they feel like they can't get off the program. Yes, foreigners be coming up in here taking the benefits and this and that. But like somebody told me, can you blame them because they research what they can get out of us? Maybe we all need to sit down and look beyond housing, Section 8, food.
My thing is this:
maybe we need.
What they did in Chicago, not to cut you off, they literally was paying people rent, giving them food stamps and cash, paying people rent, and giving them assistance for like 6 months a year. If they would do that for American citizens, and this is why Chicago is dealing with a budget crisis. Right now, they're dealing with a budget crisis because they literally threw all this money at these non-citizen people. And people that is going through things that are citizens that are going through tough time can't qualify for those programs. So
they was doing that same thing in New York. But the difference is, like Donald Trump said, the foreigners been benefiting off of the Slavery Act that was really meant for Americans. I don't call myself Black American. I call myself American. We, the people, just don't educate ourselves to think more than just TANF, food stamps, Section 8, and housing. We think on the low level. We don't actually read our amendments to understand what programs are meant for Americans. You know, that's like people who are. I met a guy. He found out that he was Indian, like real blood Indian. He did whatever he had to do so he's able to benefit off of that. Because, you know, if you're Indian, you don't have to pay for certain things. So it's like, I just feel like if we all educate ourselves outside of just food stamps, TANF, Section 8, and housing, and we actually do the research to see, well, what benefits can I qualify for because I'm an American? What are they qualifying for? What them foreigners calling? Let me see what they got going on over there. Let me research and see what they got going on and try to apply for it myself. Is it hard for Americans to get assistance? Absolutely. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. Because 10 years ago, it was easy to get on housing and food stamps and all that. It was so easy 10 years ago, probably 15, 20 years ago. It was really easy. Now it's very hard. I have a friend that was homeless and couldn't really find nowhere because it was overpopulated. I understand. But I feel like the prior lady was just saying, like, able-bodied working people. We're not talking about, like, people that has a disabled child. Of course, you're going to have to be more hands-on. But there's work from home jobs. There's ways around it. And I'm not saying I would never discredit what she goes through every day. Like, God bless her, and we all pray for strength for her. But she wasn't talking about disabled people. And I just want to make sure that I'm like, am I tripping? Because I didn't think that Jamaican lady was talking about disabled people. She was talking about people sitting around smoking weed all day and selling their food stamps instead of doing the right thing by it. That's what I heard. I heard her talk about people abusing it. But she is correct. I mean, foreigners do get first dibs, but I just feel like we also, as Americans, we also need to educate ourselves above just food stamps, TANF, Section 8, child support, housing. You know, we should kind of like, because there's all types of grants. You just got to do the research. But I'll drop that work from home job in the chat or whatever. So okay. And then I guess you could just let people know. But yeah, that's all I had to say. I'm not honestly, you know, I'm a little troll, but I'm not trolling on this topic. I just feel like that was kind of left field. I don't know what triggered her. I don't know if it was the people abusing it triggered her or what, but $300 in food stamps, that's good. And then her other friend almost getting $2,000 a month from the government. That is good. I'm sorry. That's good. I calculated how much she said. In total a month, she get about $1,200 a month in government assistance. So if you get $1,200 a month tax-free money, and then you're working your part-time job, it's kind of like, girl, why are you complaining? Go sit down somewhere. Unless they trying to take your benefits, then that's when you need to be outside marching and doing what you got to do. But I don't see them taking away benefits from disabled people. Like, I don't see that. I know people in the chat gonna correct me if I'm wrong. I know you gonna correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't hear that. I didn't hear nobody. I didn't hear Trump talk about that. I never heard that before. So that's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you so much, Jada, for calling in.
Thank you, Wiley. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Then we do got the number on the screen here, 972-674-9462. 972-674-9462. Dang, why is it not showing all the callers? Oh, okay. It's showing it right now. Let me call this caller back. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hello, Wiley. This is me, Miss Ford. I'm calling again. Okay. I want to address something. I do have an issue with immigrants and the way they do come to this country. Secondly, for somebody to address me about my benefits and what I receive, I also drive a car. I also pay other bills such as lights, gas. I bring my food to work. I live in Washington, D.C. My rent is $500 and I'm on low income. Secondly, I seen a comment that was in your feed talking about how I have a nurse. I do have a nurse that comes in for almost 2 hours to give me what they call relief. And she goes to a program in DC that where she goes for the daycare for school that picks her up. Secondly, I don't understand what all the hate. When I said almost $1,000, what I need to address is my friend receives $800 in TANF and $500 in food stamps. That's what I said with her 8 kids. And with people, people entitled to their opinion and how they feel, but for people to be clocking other people thinking that they know somebody's situation, gas is high, food is high, rent is high. I pay lights and gas, and I pay rent. $300 does not go anywhere, and I also have to keep my upkeep of my child and me. So where does that all come from? For somebody to be checking somebody about they living in a situation. Lights are expensive. Gas is expensive. Do anybody drive a car? Do anybody pay a car note? So I'm just trying to figure out where do people need to be checking people about their living situations? Because for real, nobody that walks this surface is fucking perfect. If you could do better than somebody, then help some get put on instead of criticizing. Let's make that clear. And I just feel like sometimes people try to be funny and look down on other people because they feel like their situation is better, and it's really not. No, I did not like that. And yes, I do not like a lot of foreigners that come to this country because they do look down on a lot of people. And particularly black people, like we're the target. And it did trick me about that Jamaican lady because it'd be a lot of them and them Haitians and them Africans that talk about black people like dogs. They be the main ones. And yes, I did. Yeah, I am saying it. And I say it again. When we all look the same. Let's talk about that. But ready to kiss that white man ass at any means necessary. But look down on your own people. Yes, I do. Rent is high. Yes, it is. $500 to somebody that is cheap. But I don't get that much. I also have to pay a car payment. I have to buy gas to go to A, B, C, and D. And I have to pay electricity. My bill sometimes run me $300, $200. Can somebody help me out in the comments to get extra money? Can somebody help me out? I would love that since people have to voice their opinion about how another motherfucker lives. Walk into somebody else's shoes, then speak your opinion. It's a reason why it's called government assistance. And it's your government that's making shit high and making it hard for you so that you have to work 2 or 3 jobs. Let's talk about that. And people do. They need to stop pocket watching. And no, now, Wiley, I did not like it. Say it again. I did not like it. And I'm tired of people looking down on single. I'm a single mother by choice. By choice. I'm just really just tired of people, and I am really struggling. I'm really struggling, and I cry every night. I don't like the fact that my daughter's disabled. I can't give my daughter up to the system and have somebody else take care of her because I love my daughter. But people are just very judgmental, very judgmental. Judgmental. I need help. Can somebody help me make extra money so I won't be struggling, crying at night while I have to take care of my child? I have to get up and feed my child. I have to change my child. Medicaid don't do what it's supposed to do. That nurse only comes in 2 hours and gives me relief. I'm with my daughter all the time. I have no help. And people make a judgment. Oh, I'm not asking nobody to send me no money.
Definitely praying for you.
And people don't know what it means. And why people don't know what it means to have a disabled child. But people like to run their mouths and just talk, and don't know shit about another motherfucker's life.
Thank you so
much.
I'm
sorry that I called like that.
No, I'm
wrong. I shouldn't have came in and vent like that. But I just feel like a lot of people do pass judgment, and a lot of people look down on people because they feel like they better than them.
I understand. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you, Wiley.
No, thank you. All right.
Bye-bye,
thank you. Bye-bye. We have another caller in here. Who else I called in? Let me call them back. Blog Talk Radio, so because that's shut down, so I have to call back. We only can do
I'm
one.
sorry,
caller.
you can't leave a message because
we can't do two callers at the same time. So it's like, hold on, let me call them back to see what they answer.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll wait for them to call back. It's a lot, like people going through a lot of stuff. That's why I don't do as much complaining, because I don't have any kids. That's why I come on the show, build it up, because I'm a man, and I'm looking for a job now. So I know Vegas going through their problems with the tourism is down in Vegas and stuff. So that's what I'm thinking about, probably moving from Vegas and going somewhere else. But yeah, so somebody had definitely called me. I'm trying to get you back on. Sus.
Hey, Wiley, how do I?
Let me call back. I'm gonna call you one more time because I don't want to end the show and you didn't get a chance to call in. I'm going to this job fair that's at the end of the month at the convention center. Ooh, let's see if this calling. Okay, I want to make sure. So, calling in. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. But this was a good show today. Yes, this was a good show today. Thank Prophet for sending over the stories. This was a good live. It was lit. It was fun. Very passionate. I know people are going through it. I'm on the waiting list for housing. But I ain't gonna try to wait for that, because if I wait, I'm listening. I'm trying to see. I'm still applying for jobs, still going on the show. But what we need from you all is to continue to watch, even if you don't have a donation, and say, you know what, while I don't have a donation, but I can thumbs up the video. You can share the live. If you want to send over, like, hey, Wiley, this place have resources. I've been sending over to me. Thank you all so very much for that. Thank you for the cash apps people have sent. Thank you so very much. Yeah, the live numbers have been going up. We have been putting in the time. Like, it's been a good show. Like, we've been putting in the time. Okay. And it was rough because, we was averaging like 40 views, 50 views. And it took me time to really get back in the algorithm we had to fight and boom, 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 get back in. But I was over there. Okay, sit on down. So I was over there like the good old days. I'll say yes. I was there on our Mind channel, and I was like, them good looking men on that channel. One of the dudes, he's a personal trainer. I think I follow him on Instagram just to be nosy. Yeah, I'm telling Vegas. I was like, I'm just being nosy, and I'm watching the live, and I was cutting up. Thank you, no problem, Miss Ford. I was cutting up over there on Twitch, and there was some good looking guys, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, listen, I'm not gonna get tempted, but I would love to been there. You know, I would have been late. I wouldn't have been drinking, but I would have been like a key, like having fun, be entertaining. Because I would be so nervous. I never met Armand in person. I never met him in person. So, and I was like, this was fun. It was like, oh my God, it was lit. It was fun. Just to see that he had a person that was like the different camera angles that was helping with his show. He did a great job. It was good. I had fun. It was late yesterday. I wish it was longer. I think I'm in hour 6. I'm not done watching all of it, but it was a good live. They had a good time. It was fun. I enjoy watching the live. So shout out to Armand Wiggins. It was fun. I wish it was longer. I wanted it to be like 24 hours, like 48-hour live. It was fun. I had fun. I had fun. Yes, they said, Queen said, let me see what you said. Queen said, the fact that y'all grew to this space, it would be funny to see y'all be up. Yes. People said those. So yeah, because like on Twitch, they be doing 24-hour live, they be doing 48-hour live. They be really doing live. And he about to get the book bag and everything. He about to get the book bag, everything. So for the website to work from home, I went on there. It's called Rat Race Rebellion. Hold on, let me send it to y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna drop it in the chat. I'm about to look into that because I would love to have a work from home job. Hey, I had a beautiful day. I mean, church service was good. I took a nap, everything, and I said we're going to a show. Now I gotta go to the laundromat, you guys. So I'm gonna try to do it early. I'm gonna try to get it early. I like to get stuff done early. I gotta go to the laundromat, wash. Then I'm gonna come, and then I gotta do some stuff. Thank you for ordering stuff. Now I need y'all to get the stuff off the wish list. I would love for y'all to give me these books that I put on my wish list. Give me a second. Let me go to my wish list. I would love for y'all to give me the books off the wish list. Let me know, producers, that if it's on there, let me know. Because usually if it's empty, that means y'all bought everything. Because I'm back reading my book. And this other book that I'm reading. This book kind of sad. I'm reading, this book is kind of sad. It's called Hitting the Bricks, The Urban Ironic Tale. When I'm reading that, I'm like, it was like in this book, the lady she's like 15, 16-year-old, a crackhead, and she have a baby, didn't know that she was pregnant. I'm like, this book is weird. Oh my gosh. I get to catch one Friday, so I finish. Okay, I'm gonna read that with you, girl. There's one next book on the list. The name of the book that I'm reading is called Hitting the Bricks, A Urban Ironic Tale. Now, for people that have a library card, you can go to Libby. My therapist told me about this. You can get a library card. Excuse me. You can go to Libby and you can get a book on there for free. Now, all the juicy books, some of the books, I'm on a waiting list for like, what is the waiting list I'm on? I'm on a waiting list. Let me see. Well, I'm on a waiting list for one of these books. I'm on a waiting list. For where's that book at? I'm on the waiting list. I want to tell you what I'm on the waiting list for. What is Beyonce mama name? I have a history of libraries. Lord have mercy. But I have a library card. Let me see. I gotta see what's the name of her book. Gotta type it in because I'm on the waiting list for that. For this, that's why I put it on there so I could just buy it. Well, I can't wait to get my place. I know the Lord's gonna do it for me. I know He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it for me. It's a several months wait. I am 56 in line. Child, it's a waiting list. I necessarily say I gotta finish this to ebook. I got to chapter where she was about to meet Stephen J. Oh, okay. Yeah, so yeah. I got history with the library. I got the history with the Walmart. Y'all ain't gonna let me lay that down. Oh Lord. You get everything you want. You really turn a new leaf from the ground up. It's well deserved. Thank you. I've been putting in the work. I have been putting in the work, and I was like, Lord, I'm just I know He's gonna do amazing things. And the summer is about to be almost over. And it was really hot today, and I was inside today because usually I go for a little walk. But this was good. This was good. Yes. Got a history with the library. Y'all ain't gonna let me lay that down. Definitely not gonna let me lay it down with the Walmart situation. I think y'all gonna talk about that forever. No, I put it on the wish list. Somebody probably already got it. Moderators, is that book still on the wish list? Does somebody get that book for me? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I can be sitting in the dining area reading my book. Yes, sitting in the dining area reading my Tina Knowles book. I just want to read it. Oh my God, to sit down with Armand Wiggins is going to be legendary. The sit down with Armand Wiggins is going to be legendary. I'm getting like nervous to meet him. I'm definitely getting nervous. Oh, okay. I love Kwame. I love the author. I'm getting like butterflies. But that will wake up the YouTube streets. That will wake up the YouTube streets. I don't know when it's going to happen because he's busy. I'm busy building up my platform, but that is going to wake up the streets. Iconic, because we had history. So that is cool. When I tell you, people is going to be talking about that. I definitely like that is going to wake up the streets. And I need, because he's a good mentor. Like the manifestation, he's a good mentor. So I'm not gonna get into all our conversations, you guys, between us, but definitely I know I was invited to go to his meet and greet, but I don't have the funds right now. I would love to just go out of the country for that, but I was invited for that. And things could change. Prada, we had a good conversation. I said things could change. You never know. I never thought that I have to get a roof over my head. Because when I got out of jail, my gosh, when I had to sleep outside, I was like, I'm sleeping outside. I was sleeping outside, and now I have a roof over my head. It was rough when I got out. And they said if I had the money to go to Bali, I would go. Because I was invited, and if I had the money, so I'm gonna definitely manifest that. Then I can be telling my subscribers, y'all come and meet me in Bali or a retreat. I need a massage. I need some yoga because yoga is good. Because when I was on the mental hospital, I did yoga, so I would love that. So I'm definitely heading in the right direction. We got Miss Deborah back in the chat. Yay, Deborah. We got Deborah in the chat. Shout out to all the moderators. I would love to go to Bali. Why not? I would love to go to Bali. Yay. Go out and stuff. I don't drink. So I'm trying to do the cleanse that Armand does on his show and just don't do junk food. And I think once I do that cleanse, and get that manifestation book. Let me put Armand Wiggins' manifestation book on my thing. Hold on, y'all. Let me put that on my, why not? Let me put that on my wish list. Why not? Let me put that on my wish list. Why not? Okay, I'll put that on my wish list. Why not? I'll put that on my wish list. Well, I'm just saying, if I had, you never know, somebody might pay for me to go to Bali. Who knows? I would love to, go to that. Yes. It's been almost 2 years. Glad to see you still you. I am still here, still standing. And y'all think probably she had to encourage me to go back. Because at first I didn't want to come back. I didn't. I took a long break. But y'all said, come on back. Come on back. And we've been putting in the work. We've been putting in the work. We've been putting in the work. And I can't wait to get my air fryer. Put something in the air fryer. Definitely put something in the air fryer. Yes. You did have a lot of display. I did. I took a break. I did not rush. I had time to think. I had time to pray. I had to think. I couldn't rush back. It's funny you said that. I was saying I got an air fryer like Wally at home. I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I'm not gonna rush back. I took my time and I was being patient. I took my time and I said, I'm going to be patient. And I'm back. And so just taking my time. Y'all bet with me. Don't, taking my time. But this was a good live today, and I slept really good. I took a good nap. They say your numbers are getting better. You're back in having them. Thank you, Ada. Thank you for that. Thank you. And for you being a member. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Yes, this was a good live. I had fun. So we got 4 more months and we're done. This year's over. We got 4 more months. 4 more months and we're done. Four more months. We'll be in a whole new year. All right. Thank you. This was fun. Y'all be blessed. Thank you for the donations. I'm going to go and watch me a movie, read, and everything. Get to reading. You look happy, refreshed, much needed. You're the only one that came across my feed. The old times were fun, but turned dark. Glad to see you, friend. Thank you. Glad to see you too, Angel. Glad to see you. In my clothes. Little black boy, you beautiful oddity. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. I'm going to watch the FBI. It's a show on Paramount Plus. Somebody was telling me about, so I'm going to watch that. And I'm going to finish reading my book. Love you all. We're going to donate to the housing fund. Thank you, Tasha. Tasha have the stuff up on here. House for on GoFundMe. Yes, that's still my outro. We also have the GoFundMe to help us with the housing. And we also have the Cash App. We also have PayPal too, Wiley Show as well. So we have the PayPal as well. So I just want to thank Prada for sending me over topics and stuff. And so we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Love you all. See y'all. Y'all have a beautiful night. Thank y'all. Leave a comment. I love reading y'all comments. Leave a comment, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.